Talk to me.
Like I said, for the past 2 weeks, it's been a trip. And we just been trying to get the fire. But Monday, they shot the heck out of me. But I mean, on Sunday, Kelly Gardner shot the heck out of me, bro. We knew that she was going to resign and step down June the 1st. We knew that. But we did not know that she was going to actually make the move that she made yesterday.
What she do?
She she filed a 15-page motion requesting my release.
I'm talking about they should have been let
See,
you out.
yeah, but see the thing is though, this is the catch. In 2020, a law was passed, which is known as Senate Bill 53, by the legislative body. It was bipartisan. The legislative body, both Democrats and Republicans, they agreed that they were going to allow the circuit attorney to be able to review certain cases and make the decision if they should get a new trial or if they should be released.
Yeah.
Okay.
In
Now,
the
when
bedroom.
they did that, that opened up the doors for people like me, Lamar Johnson, Kevin Strickland, and a lot of other people who's in prison for crimes that they say that they didn't commit.
Right.
But with them, you had to prove that you was actually innocent. So this gave us an opportunity, those who've been locked up for 30 and 40 and 50 years, whose cases have been exhausted through all the court systems, this gave us the opportunity now to have our cases reheard. So when Senate Bill 53 became law, it became known as Missouri Statute 547-031.
How is
Now
that?
we understand that, you know, now we understand, bro, that the Attorney General is charged by the state to do the job, to defend the state. We understand that. I'm not going to knock him from doing the job. But when you know wrong is wrong and you still try to justify it, then you wrong is all outdoors. You're going against everything that nature stands for. And that's what he's doing. He went against Kevin Strickland, even though they proved that he was innocent. He went against Lamar Johnson, even though they proved that he was innocent. And he's going to go against me. Despite the fact that the only evidence that they had to me for this case was two little bitty boys, a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old. Even though they came forward and admitted that they lied and why they lied, he still cannot fix his mouth to say that I'm innocent. So he's going to fight against it. But what happened after Kim Gardner made the decision to resign, a lot of people is in opposition to her resignation, but a lot of people is in support of her resignation. She stepped down. What a lot of people say she done it to save the sovereignty of the prosecutor's office from being taken over by the legislative body because the Attorney General was trying to appoint some type of new program that would have been like a Jim Crow situation for anybody in the inner city of St. Louis. They think they have a problem right now when Kim Gardner was in office. If they would have got the chance to take the sovereignty of the prosecutor's office out of the hands of the people of Missouri or St. Louisans, then it would be even worse. So, for the past 5 years now, Kim Gardner and her administration has been looking at my case. They could not do nothing about it at the time because they were dealing with Lamar Johnson's case. One case at a time. Because people was quitting the office, so they did not have enough people to dedicate to these cases as well as my situation. So for 5 years, they've been investigating the case. I did not know that all of this stuff was going on. So her last act city of St. Louis was to put in motion in a 15-page statement or declaration and ask for my release. Even though a judge declared me innocent in 2020, even though William Earl Hickle in Texas County at a Rule 91 hearing, a habeas corpus hearing, even though he declared me innocent, he could not free me because I wasn't on death row and because the state of Missouri did not recognize freestanding claim. Now, a lot of people just ask me, bro, what is a freestanding claim?
Because I don't know.
Okay, this is how this is. You, out of all people, Bert, know what this is, but society don't. Okay, people, listen. You can go to trial and get convicted of a crime. And during the process of it all, you are asked if your attorney represents you to the fullest of their ability. You may say no. And if that is the case, then what you do, you file what is known as the 2915 Post-Conviction Proceeding, or PCR. And inside that, you put all your claims of ineffective assistance of attorney in that. If you thought that your attorney did not represent you properly, those claims go in there. And you got to explain as to what it is that they failed to do. I had 21 claims. My claims, only 2 was heard. A basket claim as to Basket versus Kentucky about the jury poll being the majority of whites being on my jury and only one black being served to serve on my jury panel, despite the fact that I come from a black neighborhood. And why my attorney failed to call 2 particular witnesses. Not all the other witnesses I mentioned, but 2. But when I filed my 2915, they only addressed those 2 claims, not the other 19 claims. So, I filed what is known as a supplemental appellate brief. Correction. I filed a direct appeal brief. And that's the next proceeding. Inside that proceeding, I filed those 21 claims, including a consolidated claim about every claim that was denied or not adjudicated during the 2915 proceedings. So, we skipped past that. They denied me. Then I filed what is known as a supplemental appellate claim, or brief. And I brought up the same claims I put in my 2915 and my direct appeal brief. Okay. Now, they were denied. So, Joe Biden, that's right, the President of the United States right now, at that time, he was just a congressman. He was just a state rep at the time. What he did, he prepared a crime bill. And what he did what most politicians did, because he didn't think that he could do it on his own. He gave it to the next up-and-come running politician who became president of the United States. A good old boy from Oklahoma. He gave it to Bill Clinton, who became the president. Bill Clinton filed it upon what is known as the Crime Bill of 1994. This is why we have the 85%. This is why when you file a habeas corpus, you have one grace year period to file it under the Anti-Terrorism Death Penalty Act. And if you fail to do so, they will consider you to be procedurally barred. And you cannot raise some claims of ever again. So what we do, I preserved all of my claims by raising them up in previous courts. But when I filed my federal habeas corpus in 1997, it took them 3 years, in 2000, to deny it. The famous words were that I failed to raise these claims in any previous court. If that is not hypocritical, if that is not a lie, if that is not injustice, if that is not a violation of due process, then I do not understand what is. So, that means every claim that I've raised previously will not be considered nor recognized in any future court. Therefore, all I have to do is wait. Wait on time to either ravage my body and kill me off, or wait to see if a new law will change. So, in 2005, one of the witnesses, the 15-year-old, he came first. He admitted that he lied on me. He also admitted that he influenced the other witness, the 12-year-old, to also lie on me and put me in this situation. He did that in an affidavit. He did not know where to locate the other witness because the other witness was forced to move out of state. So the lawyer we had at the time, her name was Susan Kirsten. Miss Kirsten made a statement that we have a 50-50 chance of this case going forward. But you're going to need the other witness in order to make it stick, in order to prove your innocence. So we had to pull back, and we had to try to locate the other witness. Now this meant we had to raise money. We had to raise the funds to try to hire an investigator so he or she can go out there and find this person. It took us 10 years. It took us 10 years, and it took us, what, $30,000, $40,000, $46,000 from two different attorneys. It took us $46,000 plus some change. And they found it. They found and gave us a name. By this time, we was able to hire Kent Gibson after we done took out loans and equity loans and 401ks, and we exhausted so much in order to raise these funds. When we done that, we hired an investigator in that state. All the way on the West Coast, we found the second witness. And he gave us a 21-page affidavit, audio recorded statement. He signed it. And he admitted why he lied on me and how he lied on me. We then filed our Rule 91 in Texas County, Missouri. Now, people, that meant I could only bring up the newly discovered evidence. The newly discovered evidence was the fact that these kids, now grown men, came forward and admitted that they lied. This is why I have only a freestanding case, a freestanding claim of actual innocence, because they would not allow me to use the previous 21 other claims I had. Now, Joe Amron was a death row inmate out of Kansas City, Missouri. He was the first in 2009 to be freed on a freestanding claim of actual innocence. Only because you had a conscious judge who was a career legal-minded person and who believed in not just empathy but justice. Then you had a district attorney by the name of Mr. Hung. Mr. Hung made a statement after the judge asked him, "Do you believe that we still should execute Mr. Amron, even though he was able to prove that he's actually innocent?" And he stated yes. That tells you the mindset of the Attorney General's office. He said, yes, we still should execute him according to the law. The law has never changed. The law is what I'm fighting right now. But because he was on death row and he was about to lose his life, the judge was compelled to release him from death row. It still took him a few years to fight for his freedom, but eventually he did. Joel Ron is free, living his life in Kansas City. Now, that's because he was on death row. Judge Hickle made the statement that he cannot free me despite the fact of newly discovered evidence, despite the fact of the evidence proving that I'm innocent, despite the fact that these witnesses, the only two pieces of evidence that link me to a crime, has now come forward and recanted their testimony. That means they have no case anymore. But I'm still in prison.
You okay?
Even though we filed, say it again, bro?
Nah, I was talking to somebody else.
Even though they filed in opposition of my freedom, they still have never been able to prove that I was guilty of a crime. But this is what we're dealing with now. So now, after 5 years, Kim Gardner's office, a day before she walked out of the downtown office in St. Louis, she submitted a 15-page article requesting my release. We have been bombarded by some of everyone. You predicted it. Bird, you predicted it.
Oh, listen, bro. Listen, bro.
For this.
Listen. You called me Bird, right? You called me Bird. Somebody said he called you Bird. You didn't know that was my name.
Well, hey, listen.
They ain't know that. Yeah, they ain't know that's my name.
Don't know him by that.
Yeah.
So y'all here with that hey now, but this mother brother.
Yeah, like y'all, yeah, they don't know that that's really my nickname. They just know the puppy name. They just know the puppy name Bear. They don't know that the puppy was named after me.
Oh my God, okay. But in the world, you know my little brother Brian as Mr. Hey now. And you know his puppy as David Brian.
Oh yeah, but you gotta know me. Like you would have to, yeah, you gotta know. Like you would have to be knowing me for a long time to even know that that's my name. He know though. He been knowing me. He been knowing me that long.
I mean, I'm like this though, bro. The people did not know, and I apologize.
They know. Listen, they know.
Anybody out there in society?
Yeah, they know. They know now. It ain't nothing.
Okay. But check it out though. People, my little brother predicted this a while back. When he said that people from everywhere will reach out to you. Listen, CNN, Fox, you name it, has been reaching out.
I told.
There's my tablet this morning, and 15 names popped on it.
I told you they.
From man in the moon.
Yeah, I told you they was coming.
You said it. Now I take that back. I knew one person. People, when I was little, I had a number of nieces and nephews who were much, much older than I. Some 15, some 20 years older than I. Remember, my father was born in 1923. And I'm not going to say my dad was a Rolling Stone because all of his kids, we knew each other. We grew up with one another. From Chicago to Mississippi to Georgia to St. Louis. We all grew up around each other and knowing one another. But one of my nieces, one of my oldest nieces, Nico, she got on my tablet. That right there had to be one of the greatest days sight I ever had to see. Because now I have been reconnected with my mom. Even though she's about 2 years older than me. And to her, I was her boo. I was very humble. But you know what? I'm not dealing with hate. I have to be hate you all now. But like my niece said, I love on those who love on me.
So now they,
I ain't got time for it no more.
so now everybody want to talk to you, huh? I told you they was gonna come. You got the book. You got the book roll ready. You ready? You got the book already ready? I'm telling you, do you? I don't listen. We get to pull this video back up later on, right? And you know what I'm saying. When you come home, man, you be ready on your 1-2, right? You got the book ready? Do you have the book ready?
I'm ready, bro. Believe me, I'm ready.
That's all that's important. As long as you listen, as long as you got the book ready, as long as you got the story ready, about how these people that mistreated you and held you captive for all of these years, I'm talking about it's time. I told you it was gonna happen, right? All you gotta do is just keep buying your time. They finna start coming out the woodworks. Everybody is gonna try to use you for a couple views. I told you that.
But I know, but no, even though the second attorney, Kimberly Gardner, even though she resigned and she done her last act as a second attorney, I am grateful. I am appreciative. I would not squander this opportunity.
You better not, man. Listen, this should get you.
I already proved my innocence.
Listen, this should get you. This might get you out the door, right? This might get you out the door in the next 6 months. I'm talking about.
You're right, baby, bro. You're right. This just make it out the door. But it's gonna take your viewers and your listeners. It's gonna take them and everybody else in the state of Missouri that's a licensed voter, that's a registered voter.
I don't vote.
There's a taxpayer.
I pay
It's
taxes.
gonna take them. It's gonna take you too, even though you don't vote. It's gonna take you too because you got a voice out there. You have a platform and you can reach millions. Because everybody still needs to hear this. Just because Kimberly Gardner submitted this application, and just because she requested my release, she gone. That means the governor of the state of Missouri is going to appoint a special prosecutor to temporarily take her place until the next election. Now, we have to hold him to task. He's to be the next quarterback feeling off the bench. If he's to take the ball and run it down the field, he has to go by the playbook of the Conviction Integrity Unit. And we have to hold him accountable if he fails to do so. Because he wants to be the next sitting circuit attorney for the city of St. Louis. Give him a chance. I'm asking you to give him a chance. Just as much as I'm hoping and praying that he gives me a chance. The same way Kim Gardner gave Lamar Johnson a chance. The governor of Missouri, he's trying something else. He may not run for re-election. Also, Andrew Bailey, the attorney general of Missouri, but at the same time, you have to accept the fact that too, his job, and his job is the law in which he believes that Missouri based their justice on. whether it's wrong or right, whether it is disrespectful or honorable or dishonorable.
Your phone broke up, bro. Um, you missed the coffee, did? I, I know.
Liberty.
Your phone broke up, bro. Like you know they hating on your car. Ah, yeah.
What if that's up there?
Man, like man, maybe like 30 seconds ago.
Okay, well, 30 seconds ago, I'm gonna tell you this again. Understand that the Attorney General of the state of Missouri is going to fight. He's going to fight with tooth and nail. He's going to defend the law that he believes that's justice in Missouri. But everyone in Missouri that's a voter, everyone in Missouri that has a voice, a platform, this is something to stand behind because now it's not just about Christopher Dunn. It's about everybody that's in the state of Missouri that's innocent, that's actually innocent. I'm not sitting and saying that everybody in prison is innocent. I'm not going to be a fool to sit here and make the declaration. I'm not going to advocate for everyone who claims to be innocent. Just like, of course, you got to prove to me that you're innocent. People, I proved I was innocent. The witnesses who came and put me in prison admitted that I'm innocent. When they admitted that they lied to me, the judge, the circuit court judge admitted that I was innocent. And the circuit attorney for the city of St. Louis, Gardner, admitted to that I was innocent. People, let me on his head first. I told Tony the St. Louis Post-Dispatch that Lady Liberty has her eyes stretched across the Hudson River and looking towards the Midwest. She's looking at every statue of the Lady of Justice on top of every courthouse in this country. And they're focusing on what Missouri is going to do. Because like I said, it's not just about Christopher Dunn anymore. The stage has got bigger. It's about everyone who's actually innocent in prison, who deserves the opportunity to be heard, who deserves their freedom if they're able to prove that they're actually innocent without being bored or held back by what is known as a declaration of freestanding claim of actual innocence. Just because you got one claim should hinder your freedom. It shouldn't. Let's remember that one claim is what got me in prison. Everything else is didn't get me in prison. The other claims didn't get me in prison. One claim got me in prison. So, I'm asking everyone who's a Missouri voter, everyone who had a platform to speak, to carry this same message. Because it's going to be your brother, your nephew, your sister, your cousin, your niece, maybe your father or your mother. It may be you. If you sleep, it's going to happen. Now we're in position to change not just the law, but the face of justice. And let her be seen for who she really is, the Missouri. There's my message. gonna take too much time because I want to keep you on the pillar for a minute. But listen, this is real talk. We can sit here and talk about how messed up the system is. We can sit here and complain. But if you're not gonna stand up and do something about it, if you're not gonna stand up and voice your opinion, sit the hell down and shut the fuck up.
I swear for the Lord. Look, let me get out my live, bro, so you can tell me about all the news people and all that. You know I'm gonna go look it up. I'm gonna post it. Listen, y'all have a good day. Everybody be safe, man. This has been Trap Tuesday with
Trap Tuesday, and I appreciate you listening to me. As always, go down DST. Salutations and assalamu alaikum.
yeah, everything that he said. Y'all have a good day. Y'all be safe. I'll see y'all in the morning. Hey, now.